Hey guys, welcome back to Paradise. Today we are wash walking again and exploring kind of in a different direction that we haven't been yet. And we're probably, I don't know, like 4 miles from camp. And we've been stumbling upon some like blue bricks in the wash that were painted blue. So we were trying to figure out where they were coming from. And we stumbled upon a cairn that was on the side of the wash. So we walked up there and it was actually an old abandoned kind of old structure, like somebody was camped out there for a while mining. So the cairn was actually a hearth, an older hearth, and so, but that wasn't where the blue bricks were coming from. So we walked down farther and we ran into a real hearth. This one's like legit, so it must be a little earlier or later, I guess, than the last one, but there's really no structure left with it, so it must have been made out of wood or something. But that's a pretty big hearth, and somebody collected a whole bunch of random parts and stuff and put them together. But so that was there, and we got this big flat open area here that we were digging in, and lots of old cans and stuff. But I was digging in the wash over here, and it was interesting because we found where the blue bricks were coming from, which I still don't exactly understand what they were doing here, but they kind of like terraced the wash. Where is it? Yeah, so if you can see there's like a line of bricks yeah, there we go. Right there, those bricks right there are painted blue. And then there's another one. Where is it? It was like down farther. They like did a couple different layers. Yeah, there's another one right there that's coming out. But it looks like there was cement there, so it must have been higher. This all kind of got eroded in on. So, but there was water coming down here. But either way, that's where the bricks were coming from. And then walking up farther, there's more like metal garbage, and then I don't even know what most of that stuff is. A lot of this stuff seems kind of modern, which a lot of the UTVs like to drive down the wash and bring stuff back. So, but I don't see any tracks in the wash here, so they haven't came back in a while. There's more random things, and then up here is actually, this is an old TV casing of a TV, a 19-inch TV, and then I dug out these things. I don't even know what this one is. Something about some kind of food item, says for TV snacks or something. And then here's an old Caro syrup bottle. I don't know if you can read it on there. It's kind of deteriorating from the sun and the water and everything else. I had to dig it out, and the ground was frozen, so that was fun. But lots of crazy stuff in here. So we're gonna walk up this wash here and see what else we can find, because I walked up here a little bit and there's more like what is that? Of course, everything has to be frozen, but this thing actually has some writing on it. Wow, this is really easy with one hand. Let's see what we got here. Especially with the left hand. Come on out. Ah, man, you are frozen. Hi, Cuckoo. I know, I don't really need you to dig it right now. Let's see if I can get this out, okay? Usually Cuckoo helps me dig things, but I don't need him getting cut on this stuff, so. Let me dig for a second and I'll come back. Okay, yeah, this thing's not coming out of the ground. It's completely frozen in. I've been digging, but it's like a huge box. It keeps going around the corner and everything, so I'm gonna need some different tools. But there you go, it's Ingersoll Rand Company. So some of it's kind of legible, but something about pressure gauge and make sure the engine warms up and all that stuff. So probably something to do with some engine oil or some engine component, but it's completely frozen in the ground. So maybe I'll come back with a hammer another day, but we'll walk around else and see what else we can find. All right, guys, so we're kind of up from the wash here. So the wash is down there. And there's a lot of like random little flat spots, and there's little spots that kind of look like old roads or something. They use the washes for roads all the time, so that was a good idea because then it washes out all the time. But I guess it worked for short term for them. But lots of little random things up here. There's little pads and stuff that look like it was from humans. There's a white post over here. Actually, there's a post way up on one of those hills over there. So they had some stuff going on in here. But the bad thing or the hard thing is trying to find their mining holes in the desert, because usually if they're really old, they will be really grown over, and As you can see, it's like really thick in here, and just considering just because it's a desert doesn't mean there's nothing here. There's tons of bushes, and all these bushes are pokey. So there's oaks now, and the oaks are really pokey, and then there's the catclaw acacias that are a pain, and the catclaws really like to be invasive, and they tend to take over the areas where it's disturbed, so where they're mining. So usually their holes are completely covered in with catclaws, so we just kind of usually never find them because they're so hard to get to. They're just a pain. They rip your clothes up, and the dogs don't like going through it. So we usually kind of walk around wherever we can to see if we can find it, but most of the times in the deserts like this, we can't usually find it. Even way up on top of that peak, there's a post. So lots of stuff going on around in here, but just can't really find anything too crazy. But I guess that'll be it for today, guys. Unless I find something else, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.